Now it reached a point where I'm going down to her school. Principal is making reports, teachers are making reports. One, I guess, fateful day, I got a call, come down to the school. This child that you're the guardian of basically came to school like she ended up at school, but she wasn't really coming there. So when I ended up there, I guess she was in slippers based on what I remember. And her hair looked really messy, like she didn't comb it properly. And I was like, I don't remember what she said she was going to do that morning before she left for school, but she did something. And she said something to me. So I was defending her on that account, right? I was told some extra things that she went out with a friend, and then after whatever she did, then she directed to school. So she was late and probably not in a very appropriate attire of proper school shoes and so on. So majority of the times I kept getting reports. Anyways, she got signed to do some subjects. It was getting really bad to a point where we were saying to her, me and our mother, are you sure you're going to do the subjects? Because don't allow us to go and pay that subject fee and you're feeling some type of way, you don't want to go and do the subjects, okay? Because we see how you've been acting out. We see you look like you're not interested. You've been disrespectful. Don't let us waste money and time paying for these things, and you're just going to have this I don't care attitude towards it. She said she's going to do the subjects. We should pay for it. Why question? Okay, we paid for it. The time came where she was supposed to go do her exams. She did not went to any of them, and these exams was already paid for, so she had no excuse. She had dates, she had times. She didn't go and do any of them. So when the time came around, we're like, so everybody's going to go collect some results. What happened to your CXC results? Oh, I couldn't do the CXC because teacher this and teacher didn't want to do that, and teacher didn't collect this report, and principal this, and classmates that. It was point finger at everybody except herself. We let that slide because that money was already blown up anyways. We couldn't get it back. So now she left school, no subjects, right? Even though she got an education, but she never took accountability for any of that, right? Anyways, the behavior, the disrespect, it still did not get any better, right? We were always bickering, quarreling. We were always at odds, right? Eventually, before even the subject issue came up, one of my mother's friends in the earlier phase came to pick her up and said she was going to be her guardian at her house, right, for the narcissist. So it turns out that that very friend of my mother, who was going to a Seventh-day church, she had to carry the narcissist back home where I was after around, I think it was like a month and something or two, if it was that long, and said, you know what, I can't keep this child anymore. Um, yeah, she's a bad influence for my son. I'm fearful that my husband might do something because she Let's say she does not want to sleep with her underwear on. Why are you sleeping at someone's house underwearless? Is that a word? Without your underwears on. So she had it also a lot of other reasons why she just was like, no. She gave her some name labels like uncultured and ghetto something. I don't know. I don't remember. But I definitely remember she said ghetto something and uncultured. So she brought her back there and she left. So that was that. I'm the guardian again, continuing this phase until she was able to fend for herself, basically. So a lot of stuff happened in between those times, because it's not like the community where we were was very supportive. And let's just say lots of other stuff happened that I won't mention because it kind of does not fall in line with this, right? Let's say that she has been through a lot of stuff, right? One of her trauma from her childhood that she keeps on mentioning, she carried this unforgiveness on her back, saying that I threw her out of the house and I lied that our mother was the one who did it. And she resents me for that, and she's never able to you know not be toxic when dealing with people because of this trauma and the side effects of it. Well, I've never really told a lot of people my version of that story. And if I did manage to tell people, she always was the one around raising her voice and trying to bring confusion into what I was saying. And I don't know about anybody else, but I hate shouting competitions. So I'm either going to be silent or just allow you to talk. And if you're going to take over the conversation, then I'm going to just excuse myself, right? Okay, so we were home one day. She was asking me for some money. And I did not have a whole lot of funds at that time. I was like, I'm pressed for cash now. I can't give you money right now. Is it something important? Because if it is, I will try, but I don't have it. She's been asking me for like days. Is it something important? No. She basically wanted it to go buy junk food. I was like, okay, that's not important. I don't have money for that right now. She was pressing and pressing. I had $1,500 on me, right? Stay tuned for part 3.